California is burning. Again. Entire neighborhoods are reduced to ash. Families are left homeless, and lives are tragically cut short. But beneath the flames lies a web of unanswered questions. Were these fires preventable? Why is so much of California's water privately controlled? How can we justify paying inmates pennies to risk their lives fighting these blazes? And perhaps the most shocking theory? Could influential figures like Diddy have any connection to these events? Today, we're exposing the hidden truths behind California's wildfires and demanding accountability from those in power. If you care about your community and the environment, this is a conversation you cannot afford to miss. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss important discussions like this. Join our community in raising awareness and pushing for change. Your engagement makes a difference. So let's tackle this together. Wildfires in California are not new, but their intensity and frequency have reached alarming levels. From Altadena to the Palisades, flames have consumed entire communities, leaving devastation in their wake. Families have been displaced, lives have been lost, and countless individuals are left grappling with the aftermath. But amidst the chaos, some glaring questions remain unanswered. Could these fires have been prevented? Why are critical water resources mismanaged? And why is our firefighting system relying on the labor of underpaid and overworked inmates? Today, we're diving deep into these questions, peeling back the layers of policies, systemic failures, and decisions that have contributed to this crisis. Stay with me as we explore the truth behind the California wildfires. Let's begin by examining what sparked these devastating wildfires. While natural causes, such as lightning strikes and extreme drought conditions, are always factors, there are growing concerns about human involvement. Reports of arson have surfaced, with some individuals being arrested under suspicion of starting fires intentionally. For instance, in Woodland Hills, a man was recently detained for allegedly attempting to ignite a fire. However, the evidence was inconclusive, and he was not charged with arson. These incidents raise critical questions about the motives behind these acts and the measures in place to prevent them. Another major factor is equipment failure. Utility companies like Pacific Gas and Electric, PG&E, have long been under scrutiny for their role in previous wildfires. Faulty power lines and poorly maintained electrical equipment have sparked some of the most destructive fires in California's history. PG&E's role in the 2018 Camp Fire, which claimed 85 lives, led to the company pleading guilty to involuntary manslaughter charges. While utility companies have promised to improve their infrastructure, the recurring failures suggest that promises alone are not enough. The lack of accountability and systemic neglect has left communities vulnerable year after year. One of the most contentious issues surrounding these wildfires is water management. California's water resources are critical for firefighting efforts, yet their allocation has sparked outrage. Did you know that 60% of California's water is reportedly owned by a private company? The Wonderful Company, owned by a husband and wife team, is a private corporation based in Los Angeles, California. With revenues of over $4 billion, it functions as a holding company for Stuart and Linda Resnick, who control a significant portion of the state's water supply. Critics argue that this privatization has created a system where profits are prioritized over public safety. During critical moments, when every drop of water is needed to combat wildfires, such monopolization raises serious concerns. Another controversy lies in environmental policies. In some cases, water has been diverted to maintain aquatic habitats for endangered fish species. While protecting the environment is important, it has led to reduced availability of water for firefighting efforts. This decision has sparked a fierce debate. Should preserving aquatic ecosystems come at the cost of human lives and property? This is a question that demands careful consideration and, perhaps, reevaluation of priorities. Infrastructure failures have further compounded the problem. Take the Santa Ynez Reservoir, for example. This critical water supply for the Palisades was drained and left out of commission for repairs earlier this year. When the Palisades fire broke out, firefighters were left struggling with low water pressure in local hydrants. This lack of preparedness is unacceptable and highlights a glaring oversight in resource management. One of the most alarming aspects of California's firefighting efforts is the reliance on inmate labor. Nearly 1,000 prison inmates have been deployed to fight fires, risking their lives for wages as low as $1 to $5 per day. These individuals are often subjected to grueling conditions, working 24-hour shifts without adequate food or rest. While their contributions are invaluable, the ethics of this practice are deeply troubling. Critics argue that this system amounts to modern-day slavery. Inmates are putting their lives on the line, yet they are not afforded the same rights, protections, or benefits as professional firefighters. They are also often excluded from firefighting jobs after their release due to their criminal records. This systemic exploitation raises urgent questions about labor rights and the value placed on human lives. At the heart of this crisis are systemic failures that have persisted for decades. Government agencies have faced criticism for inadequate forest management and delayed responses to emergencies. Budget cuts to fire departments and mismanagement of resources have left communities ill-prepared to handle the growing threat of wildfires. Moreover, utility companies like PG&E and Southern California Edison have faced lawsuits and financial penalties. But these measures have done little to prevent recurring incidents. So, who should be held accountable? Is it the government for its failure to prioritize fire prevention and response? Is it private companies for prioritizing profits over safety? Or is it a combination of both? The truth is, accountability must be shared across all levels to ensure meaningful change. The impact of these wildfires extends far beyond the immediate destruction. Economically, local businesses suffer immense losses, and homeowners face skyrocketing insurance premiums. The environmental toll is equally devastating, with acres of forest lost and wildlife habitats destroyed. Health issues caused by poor air quality, such as respiratory problems, add another layer of suffering for affected communities. Displacement is another significant consequence. Families forced to flee their homes often face uncertainty and financial strain. Rebuilding is a long and arduous process and many are left grappling with the emotional trauma of losing everything they've worked for. These broader impacts underscore the urgent need for systemic reform to prevent such tragedies in the future. The California wildfires are a stark reminder of the consequences of neglect, mismanagement, and systemic failure. From arson and equipment failures to water mismanagement and labor exploitation, the issues are deeply interconnected. Addressing them requires a comprehensive approach that prioritizes public safety, ethical labor practices, and sustainable resource management. As we reflect on the devastation, let's demand accountability and advocate for meaningful change. Together, we can work towards a future where such tragedies are no longer the norm. If you found this discussion valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I want to hear from you. Consider supporting organizations that assist wildfire victims and advocate for policy reforms. Let's stay informed, stay engaged, and stay hopeful. Until next time, take care and be safe. Thanks for joining me on Life Points with Rhonda. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more relationship tips and life advice. Looking for more in-depth conversations and exclusive content? Visit my website at lifepointswithrhonda.com. Discover insightful podcasts, blog posts, and resources that will help you build stronger relationships and improve your daily life. Join our community on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for daily inspiration and updates. And remember, every relationship starts with you. Let's make life better together.